I will tell you two concepts, democratic and theocratic. If I say India, India is a democratic country, and if I say Saudi Arabia, it is a theocratic country. India identifies its citizen equal. But if I say Saudi Arabia does not identify its citizen equal. If non-Muslim people want to practice their religion in Saudi Arabia, so Saudi Arabia government will not permit them. He or she has to take permission from the government of Saudi Arabia. Then government of Saudi Arabia will allow them to practice and profess their religion in Saudi Arabia. Suppose Hindu people, one Hindu people wants to practice his religion in Saudi Arabia, so firstly he has to take permission from Saudi Arabia government. Non-Muslim people will not be able to practice their religion in public places. If they are permitted, they may be able to practice their religion inside the room, not at the public places. So it is the rule of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a Islamic country. Saudi Arabia government does not give right to vote to their women. Those women who wants to cast their votes are not be able to cast their votes. Those women who wants to fight election are not be able to stand for the election and fight for their seats. In India, there are so many rights for women. Women are able to fight election. Women are able to cast their vote. Women are able to get education from any institute across state. Those women who born in Maharashtra are freely able to get education in Delhi. Those women who born in Assam are freely able to start their business in Kerala. So irrespective of their place of birth will not determine their progress. In India, there are so many peoples who belong Hindu religion, Muslim religion, Christian religion, Sikh religion, because our Indian constitution does not promote any one particular religion. It is secular. India does not have its official religion. India does not have its national language. Why? Because India is a multi-religious country. India is a multi-linguistic country. There are so many languages are being spoken by the Indian citizen. There are so many languages. There are so many dialects. There are so many religions are being practiced by different citizens of India. If I say Muslim people, Muslim peoples basically practice their religion in masjid. Hindu people practice their religion in temple. Those peoples who are Muslim can become Hindu. Hindu people can become Muslim. Sikh people can become Christian. Christian peoples can become Hindu people. So anybody can become anything, whatever they want. They can go anywhere in India. They can practice any religion. They can practice. They can start any business. They can become whatever they want, because Indian constitution has given them right to religion. Indian constitution has given them right to equality. Indian constitution has given them right to opportunity. Those people who are Muslim will be given right to get job in government offices. Hindu people can become IS officer. Why? Because it is the right to opportunity. Our Indian constitution has adopted Indian constitution, and after that no citizen can be denied on the basis of their religion. No citizen can be denied on the basis of their skin color. India is a secular country. India will provide equal opportunity to each and every citizen of its people, because peoples are very important, because they are the real ruler. They can elect their rulers by casting their vote. But if I say in Saudi Arabia, it is not possible because there is a monarchy. It means it is the ancestral system. Those who wants to become king, they have to be firstly the member of their family. But it will not be accepted in India. India is a democratic country. Anybody can become president, anybody can become prime minister, anybody can become chief minister, because it is a democratic country. Everyone has right to stand for the election. I can become prime minister. Firstly, I will have to stand for the election. Which election? Lok Sabha election for MP. As soon as I get elected for MP post, then I may be able to become prime minister. So anybody, suppose our school, government school is a secular school. Our secular school will not promote any one particular religion. Those boys, those students who are Muslim want to get admission in government school. So government school cannot deny any students who are non-Muslim, who are Muslim. Those students who are Hindu, okay, will not be denied on the basis of their religion. Those peoples who are living in Saudi Arabia, those peoples who are living in India. India also provide education to foreign students because it is secular. Our Indian government will not promote any one community. There are different category in our India: scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and OBC. So these three sections are very economically poor. So our Indian Constitution has identified these three sections, are giving them educational rights. Our Indian government has started new schools, scholarship schemes for these sections because those students who belong scheduled caste, scheduled tribes are not be able to get education in higher schools because the fees of these schools are very too costly. So our Indian Constitution has given them right to opportunity, right to equality, right to freedom, right to get education anywhere in the India, from first standard to PhD. They will get scholarship, they will get residential facilities, they will get equal status. Our Indian Constitution has given each and every citizen of India economic status, political status, social status, and religious status. Nobody can be denied after seeing their economic status. Those who are rich can become anybody, those who are poor can become IAS officer because it is their culture, it is their right. Fundamental rights are very, very important. Nobody can be denied on the basis of their place of birth. I already told you. Those who belong forest region, suppose seven sister northeastern states, those citizens belong to seven sisters states will not be denied on the basis of their place of birth because they are also human being, and those who are living in Mumbai are also human being. Both are human being and both are citizens of India. How can we imagine to deny them right to equal status? Because they are also part of our Indian country, because our Indian Constitution have identified them equally. After that, there are many fundamental rights in our Indian Constitution from Article 14 to 32. Article 14 tells us equal before law from president to peon. They are equal. If president has done crime, are liable for punishment. If peon has done crime, are liable for punishment. Their job status will not pardon them because equal before law. President is also citizen of India. If he or she will do crime, are liable for punishment. Then Article 15, prohibition of discrimination on the basis of their religion, category, caste, or place of birth, because it is Article 15. No citizen can be denied. Then Article 16, then Article 17, abolition of untouchability. Article 21, right to life. Okay, every citizen of India has right to life. If someone is if someone is working in hazardous workplaces, have right to life. Nobody can be punished brutally or widely because they are also human life. They are also human being. Then a right to religion also right against exploitation. Article 23 and 24. These are also two fundamental rights against a right to exploitation. Nowadays, we always see many children who are working in hotels, bar, restaurants. Why? Because their economic status are very less. They are not rich. Their parents are forcing them to work there and earn some amount of money. This money will be helpful for their family. Such parents are expecting too much from those students, those boys, children are below 18. Our Indian constitution, our Indian law will not allow those students who are below 18 are not be able to work in any industries, in any restaurants, in any bars. If they are found, the parents will be punished. Then Article 24, human trafficking. No person can be sold in market because it is one of the crime. It is very serious crime. Nowadays, few reports are to be found, and many citizens, means many human beings, are being sold across the Indian country. How can we secure these rights? How can we secure these rights? By judiciary. If someone's fundamental rights are being violated, are freely able to approach either Supreme Court or High Court. Our Indian judiciary protects fundamental rights. If someone's fundamental rights are being violated in private institutes, in educational rights, in public places, are freely able to get justice from Indian judiciary. Supreme Court is the highest ultimate supreme authority in India. It will protect fundamental rights of Indian citizens. Those peoples who belong scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, especially their rights are being violated in government offices. So we always see many cases regarding fundamental rights. So many students are not being given admission in educational institutes because of the high cost price, and those people who belong poor financial condition status will not be given admission there because they don't have money, they don't have any property to pay such high costly fees. So our Indian judiciary are always ready to protect fundamental rights of its citizen. It is very important. If there is judiciary, it means our fundamental rights are often promoted by our Indian judiciary. It will be protected. Fundamental rights are enforceable by our judiciary. Those citizens who wants to protect their fundamental rights can jump either in Supreme Court or High Courts. Our judiciary are playing very important role. As long as we are staying in India, it is the prime rudimentary duty of our judiciary to protect the fundamental rights of our Indian citizen. So these are the information about democratic rights. Saudi Arabia, India, these are the two countries. I told you difference between these two countries. India is a democratic country and Saudi Arabia is the theocratic country. If we say India is one of the most important and largest democratic country in the world. If we say Saudi Arabia, it is the monarchy. It is the theocratic country. Rulers are elected. Rulers are not elected by the people. So this is information. Thank you so much.